Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to do my gray and green easy striped blanket using a double crochet together stitch or kind of a cluster stitch. It's an easy blanket that works up pretty quickly. I made the original one using Bernat Blanket Yarn and Self-Striping in Sprouts, which is a great gray, green, and white self-striping blanket. I used 2 skeins of that and a 9mm or N crochet hook. In this example, I'm all out of that yarn. I am using Bernat Dappled Blanket Yarn and Blue Wandering, which the dappled is really soft and it makes a really pretty ombre color. So the first thing you need to do is crochet an even number of stitches. For the blanket, for 28 inches wide, I crocheted 64. For this example, I'm going to crochet 20, just to show you how to do the pattern. So any even number will work. And if you want to make a large throw, like double the size, you would need you would need 4 times as much yarn, so 8 skeins, and you would need to crochet 130 stitches approximately. And you can have a throw to cuddle up with on the couch. Okay, so let's do that 20, chain 20. And I like working with this yarn. This is a super bulky gauge 6 chenille. It's easy to find. Bernat has a bunch of different colors, dappled, baby, brights, ombres for you to choose from. And since it's so thick, it works up quickly. It's a little hard if you're a beginner kind of to see the holes, but with a little practice, it gets pretty easy to work with. Okay, so we're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So here's the hook, 1, 2, do 1 single crochet, followed by 1 chain 1. And then you're going to skip a chain in the chain and do a single crochet, followed by a chain 1. Skip a stitch, single crochet, followed by a chain 1. And you're going to continue to the end of the row, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so we're close to the end. We're at the last 2 stitches. You did your single crochet, your chain 1, skip 1 space, and then the last stitch is a single crochet. Make sure that you ignore the knot. It doesn't count as a stitch. Okay, so here we are. Then you're going to chain 3 for our next row. Turn your work, and it should look like this. You have holes, single crochet followed by a hole. And that's where you're going to put your double crochet together stitch or a cluster stitch. So in the first space, I'm going to double crochet together, which is 2 double crochets, half of 2 double crochets put together in the same stitch. So you start like a double crochet. So you yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert hook, in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go through 2 loops, and then you'll have 3, and then you finish the stitch followed by 1 chain. And that is your stitch pattern until you get to the last stitch. So here, let me show you that again. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 of those, followed by 1, chain 1. Then you find your next space, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You have 3, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then chain 1. So this is what it should look like. You should have clusters followed by a chain 1, and it keeps going. So I'll keep repeating that, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so I finished this cluster stitch and my chain 1, and then I have the next space, do 1 more cluster, and then you're at your last stitch. After you do your chain 1, that is where you do 1 double crochet. Then you chain 2 and turn. And then this row is very similar to the first row. You are going to single crochet in each chain 1 space, followed by a chain 1. So single crochet in the space, chain 1. Single crochet in the space, chain 1. And you're going to keep repeating it until the end of the row. Okay, so you're in the last chain 1 space, and you've done your single crochet followed by a chain 1, and then your last stitch is a single crochet in the last stitch on top of the double crochet from the row before. Then you are going to chain 3, and you're going to repeat the cluster row, the second and the third row, until you have the height or the length of the blanket that you would like. This pattern is pretty easy. It goes pretty fast with the double crochet together stitch or the cluster. It's easy enough that I can watch TV, my favorite show, and crochet at the same time. And since it's such a thick yarn, you can finish your project pretty quickly. You can find this pattern and more on my blog, More Crafty Life. You can find it in the description below the video, or you can search for the gray-green easy striped blanket. There is a free PDF towards the bottom of my post about the blanket. There's more pictures. You can see what it looks like. Plus, there's hundreds of other free patterns on my blog. Thanks for watching.